Hi, my name is Paiton McDonald. I am a junior studying agricultural biochemistry and international agriculture with a minor in pharmacology and toxicology. The Stupka Symposium of undergraduate research or on undergraduate research was actually created by a former student, late Robert Stupka III. He was a biochemistry student and he was passionate about undergraduate research and facilitating communication between undergrads and graduate students, also professors and elite scientists in the field of biochemistry. And unfortunately, he passed before the first symposium, but this was his dream. And so ultimately, we're trying to honor Rob with everything that we do, but also encourage all of this research that happens in our department and also outside. He was working in a lab, obviously, and had a big passion for research. So he had this great idea to have this symposium, and he got together with some of his peers in the biochemistry department, and together they formed the first Stupka committee. And they started building all of these things, the poster sessions, bringing the keynote speakers from different universities, or even here in our own university in the department. And so each year we continue, we get new freshmen in, we have continuing students in the department help with the symposium. So it's started by Rob, but it's eventually just become his legacy and what we can do to honor that, and also undergraduate research at Iowa State. You always hear about it at the kickoffs in biochem for the new incoming freshmen the week before classes. They're like, yeah, this stuff is this great thing. You can meet like upperclassmen, you can get involved, it's great leadership. And then you really get to like hear about why it was started and what we're doing because of it. And then you meet Rob's parents and his family when they come to the symposium, and you realize like how incredible it is. We all have this opportunity in this department, and even at Iowa State, that not every university has. So it's really just to take advantage of it and honor it for what it is, because it's incredible. I was interested in undergraduate research even before I got to Iowa State. It was one of the big things that drew me to Iowa State from North Carolina, just because in high school I went to the School of Science and Math, so I was actively just challenged to do research, whether it was computationally, like with a computer in a lab, and also science Olympiad. So I was just constantly being fed and like pushed by my instructors, which is great. I'm very thankful for it, to get involved with research. And I realized that I really like that. I want to know the why. Even in classes, if I don't have the why behind something, it's hard for me to like really get behind it and try to learn it. I started in Dr. Jody McGill's lab as a freshman, and what she specifically focuses on is the bovine respiratory syncytial virus. So essentially, most babies actually get respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, and there's not really an effective treatment or vaccine for it. So because BRSV is phenotypically and immunologically similar to RSV, hopefully we can find something that will help human RSV and also help the industry of agriculture. So we work on a variety of projects. Lately, my project has been focused on the acute phase response in the liver, and also in response to a bacterial infection in calves, in addition to the viral infection. My favorite part of conducting research, personally, is just seeing it all play out, because you can look at one specific part of one specific pathway, and then you can know the answer about it. You can know why it's happening. Then you have to really zoom out to get the full picture. So I can look at a specific like immune molecule, and I can see what happens during the course of infection, but I don't actually know the full picture of why it's happening. Like, why is it increasing? What's the production level? Why is it increasing? Is that actually helping? Until I zoom out and look at, oh, if I look at this pathway, then this is why the molecule expression was. And because of that, there's a faster recovery in the end. So it's really exciting to just put all the pieces together and connect different disciplines that normally you wouldn't connect. Innovation plays a big part in research, just because you're creating hypothesis and research-based questions, or essentially projects in general, based off of something that's never been done before. So you can take small pieces of, okay, I know this drug influences this response in the body, but you don't really know the in-between. So without innovation, you wouldn't adjust your thinking to think about the in-between and the different components, because there's thousands of pathways that influence this one particular piece you don't know about. So if you don't innovate a way to look at that piece and then zoom in and look at all the different pathways, and you're just stuck in the drug modulates this response, then you can't get anywhere, and that doesn't help people. You need to innovate in order to learn.